Alrighty, right. This is like the third video I done made with the new test server. To be honest, once again, this is aka Dwayne or Campbell, as you can see, or actually it's Dwayne Campbell. But back to the matters at hand. Test server yet again, 128. Same difference as I did before. I don't see anything different. I still haven't tested that new robot heavy that was able to jump, but I have went ahead and got my favorites. I did instead of just buying anything and everything, I went ahead with the favorites that I would like to have on my lineup on my regular account. And this is the lineup I would have it, and exactly how I would have it, except for I would also have another ship in there, which I will go in one of the later videos and go and buy, or not ship, I'm sorry, but either way, this is what I have. I have the Gareth, and I have him fully loaded with the recommended components there. I have the Rogata with the same thing, the Orchids, the recommended. I have the Gnome. Now the Gnome is one of my favorites that I have grown to love, and he is decked out the way I prefer and the way I actually have him on my actual account. And we'll go in and see he's equipped. Since the last time we were able and they introduced the Tempest, I kind of like the Tempest. The Tempest is an excellent mid to close range weapon. I do use it on long range on occasion, but I usually start off with my mullet, and that gives them a false sense of security. So when they get into about 575, 600, I get to bust in that Tempest with it, and 9 times out of 10 that Moloch is gonna go ahead and go off. It's gonna be reloading, and that Tempest will kick in, and it will give it that extra boost you need. And the Gnome is good for this. And then the Hydras is just something I have to help with the Molochs, to give them that false sense of security, and we're gonna go ahead and use that one. Now the other one that I've been using on the test server that I do not actually have, that I am working hard to get and I wish I would get, is the Butch. I love this beast, and I love the setup that I have with it. Now it is interchangeable, but I normally run it like this every time I get it. It took a while. I tried it with the 2 Tempests. I tried it with all Kongs or Kangs, and I tried it with everything, but I found this combination is the one that I particularly like the best. I always have my my Kangs first, and then as a backup I have a sharpshooter, and the sharpshooter, which to me is the Trebeck, and then the Tempest, and they work beautifully. And then I also have, of course, Old Faithful, the GI patent. That is my Old Faithful that I like, and I got it armored out with missiles because he's not good at close combat. A lot of people use him at close combat, but I don't. I use him as a lurker, and you'll get to see. So with that being said, that is my lineup. That is what I'm going to be working with right now, and probably for the rest of these videos, with an occasion of one more, which I would probably not going to buy now, but I'll show you, because I don't like really all of the different ones that they have because of the weaponry that's involved. I don't see any of the new weapons that they had last time on here. So therefore I'm not going to go to venture out on any newer or any new ones. I really wish I could get that other bot, but the only other one that I would probably get is the Boa. I like the Boa. The Boa is real good maneuverability with the what's the name. I love the Leo too. I have one of them, actually one. Not too big on the Furies, not too big on the Lancets, and then I would definitely have me a Griffin. I'm gonna come back and get me a Griffin later on and deck him out, so we can see what's going on. Okay, but we're gonna go back to the hangar, and we're gonna go ahead and see what's going on the test server while it's open, and we're gonna go ahead and do the beacon rush. It really depends on the the screen on which board they put me on which one that I actually choose to start off with. That's why I like that lineup, because I have one for each and every board that I can use to adapt. I wish you could change, when you see what board you're on, you get a good 10 or 20 seconds or 30 seconds to change your weaponry or at least your robots. You know what I'm saying? If you have a lineup of 5 and you want to change one out, you have the option of changing one out real quick, for something else. That would be a nice little optional bonus in there somewhere. Yeah, of course. The battle begins. My favorite screen. Love it. And we're going to start off with, of course, the Butch. Didn't do too good with him that time, buddy. But so they put me out back here. These niggas ain't playing today. What? These niggas ain't playing. Really lit. Nowhere for me to go.